Hello, it's Bruce Profits back again. We're here trading another day. Thank you for joining the stream. Um, we can see everything listed. I'm a full-time trader. The A trade is level based, the B trade is macro based, the C trade is just price action, don't take. Consolidating day, we want reversal A setups. Trending day, we want continuation B setups. The reason being, if you look closely at the current chart, most of the levels we would use based on the indicators I have that give me the levels without having to draw them, right? They're already listed as previous day's high. This is midnight open. This is London low. London high is right here. We're above all of these levels currently. So if price continues to go up and does not come back down to these levels, the only entries will be based off of macros, such as this macro right here, right? This is a 850 to 910 macro, right? Could buy the lows, could buy the consequent encroachment of it. After 9:30, I'm going to be seeing what the predominant trend is, and then I'll be following macros, taking continuation trades with the macros, unless we dig deep into the levels, and then we'll be taking A setups with the levels. Right? So typically, I do draw the previous day's range on there. So let me do that on another chart, and it should transpose to this chart. Give me 1 second. So what you're going to do to draw the previous day's range, actually, let me just draw it here. You're going to want to go to a higher time frame, say the 1 hour, right? And then the previous day's range would be down here, previous day high to previous day low, right? So let's just say this is the previous day's range. There's a potential that we do not go back into it, and there is a potential that we do go back into it. If we do go back into it, this is the level that I'm going to mark to be paying a lot of attention to if we do go back down to this level. So this is 0.5 of previous day range buy below. All right. 0.5 of previous day range buy below. I'm going to lock that on there so it doesn't get erased. I'm going to also set an alert on there so that if it happens, I can have it. I'll delete the fib. If we go way below it, then I'll add back the fib to see what levels we're at. But if I'm looking for buys that I can hold, I want them below the 50% of the previous day's range primarily. That's considered a discount level. So we can label this discount, can label that discount, and we can lock that there. All right. And then up here is a premium. So if you're not familiar with these concepts, just check out ICT. He has a lot of different stuff talking about premium discount. It's listed in the 2022 mentorship. You can check out TT Trades. You can check out a lot of different people to get this information. All right. So we're not going to be probably taking any trades until at least 10. So hypothetically, these are some of the things we may encounter today, and we want to be prepared for them. We may come back to previous day's high, which is also midnight open, and find support and take off. We may come down, take out these equal lows here, retest to sell down, or take out these equal lows to go higher. So there's a potential we don't even touch the 50% range, right? So there's a lot of potential today. It really just depends on how you're looking at it. That's the 1 hour time frame. So if we go to the 15-minute, see, we look, the 830 level is very important to us, right? So we may get interaction with that around 10, and we may not. So hypothetically, has it given 5 points yet? Let's see. 830 still hasn't given a 5-point entry, so that's fine. What I want to make note of specifically are these equal lows right here. Equal lows. So equal lows are meant to be targeted. We may not get them today, but we can get them another day. And we may get them today, especially because the low of the equal low is London low. So we may get London low, right? And there's a potential if today is a bearish day, that we just use each one of these levels as a resistance point. But since we're starting the day above previous day's high, right, there's a potential we may just use them for support. So either we're going to use these levels as support or resistance depending on how they react. Right, so I think ICT streaming right now, he's probably going to give a more technical analysis of all of this stuff, but I'm just giving a general outlook of how I'll be operating today. If I find that we're not using many of the levels, we'll be trading just macros, and if I find that the levels are being used, we'll be trading the levels, and we'll be scaling in with macros. So either way, we should be using macros to better our trades, or find more trades in a trending market, right? So the A setups, level based, typically those are reversal based setups. So hypothetically, if we took this buy here, this is a reversal to go higher. It is continuation to go higher, but what I'm looking at is reversal. So here we're selling off, we reversed here to be a continuation of the bull move, right? And then within that frame, if you go lower, you could see, okay, let's say we got in on a level. Where's the macro to continue to find a continuation trade? And then you work with that. So look at this 830 level being disrespected. Not 930 just came, so that's the market open. Now we're hitting London high, right? So what did I draw? I drew a line coming down, right? See? So we're coming down like I drew. No entry, no trade. We're waiting. It's 930 open. We're going to see if we're going to be finding support on previous day's high or if we'll be trading back into the range. One minute time frame. A sell off London high may be very good right now, just to target the other levels potentially. But again, the market just opened. That's not something I'd be interested in. Stop would be above the 830 level. Let's see. Right, so that wouldn't have made sense. That's why I don't like taking trades right at 930, because the follow through is not always what you expect it to be. So again, I don't really take trades till 10. We're here just reviewing the market, analyzing the market, seeing how we can get our game plan to work today. So, like I said, I wanted to be a short seller above previous day's high. We may get in at 830 for a sell if it presents itself, but we are overall in an uptrend. Now, this gap could be considered inversion gap, and that could send price up. The market has what if, could, and shoulds. That's what the market's based on. So in the 1 minute, we've already hit the 830. This might be a good reversal point. But like I said, it looks a little sticky. See if selling this might actually make sense. Let's actually be short seller right here.
Order submit. Order filled.
We're currently a short seller. We're selling currently. Stop share for about 5 points off of the 830 level. Let's see if we get the continuation. The 830 level might get violated, so this trade might not work. Gotta see. Currently down in this trade. See if we get the respective 830 to at least get back down to somewhat in that wick. Um, we can't see it on here because it's not logged in here. 1 second, let me just log in there so you can see it. Trading panel. Oh shit. Sorry. Uh, 8165 connect. So let's see if this trade plays out. We're currently in shorts here. We're targeting 5 points here. The market's currently selling. See if I added one more entry.
Order filled.
See if we get target filled. Currently below 830. That's a good sign for me. I want to see the equal lows be ran. We may ran them, we may not. Just got to be patient to see. I think we will run them because we're closing below 830, so I'm assuming that we should be sending price down. It's a bad sign. Let's see if we can get our trade to go our direction. Still below 830, so that's kind of good. I want to see us take the equal lows. That'll give me more confidence if we can run to the equal lows. Let's see if we can. I think we should be able to. We're staying below 830. Come on. I want to see an explosive move down lower. Okay, we may be getting it. Let's see. Let's see if we get it.
Order submitted.
See if we get it. We can stay below that London high, that would be great. If we can get below the London high and stay below there and hit target, that would be great. Let's see. It's our chance. Come on. Come on. Got the limit orders in place. I want to see if we can hit the limit order and get our 5 points scaled in a bunch. So
Order filled.
we may be targeting a little bit I'm gonna move the target up just to get it taken out. Let's see. All right, so we hit target. I'm gonna close here. I'm gonna flatten here.
Order filled.
We did what we were supposed to do, honestly. So I'm not gonna sit around too long. What you saw there was precision. Whether you like it or not, what you saw there was precision. Whether you're aware of it or not, what you saw there was precision. I called it before I said, and I said what I was gonna do. I didn't wait till 10, so I'm a little bit upset about that. But I called it with precision. Now this trade is enough to be done for the day potentially. So I'm gonna reanalyze and then come back. Um, I'm gonna stay on the stream and just keep talking. But great trade. Just following the rules, following the system, using levels. That was an A trade based on a prediction. So Lee, you know what time it is, brother. You know how we're coming. You know how we doing it this year. Price gonna melt off. I don't care. I do not care. I got my 5 points plus. So we're gonna be grateful and thank God. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? We not worried about it. We're gonna master trailing stops, trailing trades eventually. We're gonna master that eventually. Right now, we're focused on locking in profits consistently. Anything else doesn't matter to me. Straight up. It doesn't matter. Yes, it could run more. Look how far it's running. Look how far it's running. Skill set. This is about having a skill set. Nothing else. This is flat out about having a skill set, right? We have a skill set. With skill set, what did Peter Parker's dad say? With great power comes great responsibility. That's what it comes down to. With a skill set like this, you're selective. Simple. You're selective. You don't just take every single thing. Yeah, the trade's melting. It's okay. I wanted to correctly trade and take a profit. Simple. The trailing it, I'll master that. I'll master that once I'm paid, right? But look at that. Price is still melting lower. That's precision. I don't care what anybody has to say. That's precision. That's level to level. That's 830 level past London high down to previous day's high. As I drew right here, I drew it. I drew it. I predicted it already, right? Premature close, fine. It's not premature. I made more than like I made it. I made what I need to make. I need to keep doing what I'm doing. That's the thing. I don't need to worry about what you guys are doing and how you do it. I do it my way. My way works. I can get paid doing it my way. I don't have to worry about being always in the market. ICT streaming right now. He probably has a whole bunch of things going on, and I appreciate him for teaching everybody. But guess what? You have to keep it simple. We came in, we looked, we said, hey, we're above the previous day's range. Probability is we trade back the previous day's high. If we can use a level, better. 830, bam, back to previous day's high. Simple. Ended the trade before it even ran. Honestly. So then now we just document. Any questions, any comments? Any questions, any comments? That's how we coming this year, bro. We not playing. 830, sell off. Simple. What's confusing about that? Get with it or fall behind. Simple. Levels based trading. A trade is a level based trade. If it's an A trade for me, it's level based. Otherwise, you're on some bull. And I ain't on no bull, bro. I'm taking levels, or I'm taking macros on a trending day. Simple as that. Whatever you want to call it. I call it precision. I call it accuracy. I call it being dedicated. I call it being focused. Sure, I didn't catch the full melt off. That's fine. That's not why we get in these trades. Not yet. We're gonna get to that point. We're gonna get to that point in development. That's gonna go on my sheet to work on trailing because I could have just trailed this trade. But guess what? I haven't mastered that yet, and I can still make money. What's your excuse? What are you still trying to do that and you still haven't made money? Does that make sense? We're approaching things differently. Does that make sense? But the price action is melting off. So the journaling aspect is going to be, oh, how could I have held this trade? Well, if you have the levels under you, just trail it. Simple. That's what Lanto does. Levels under you, trail it properly. I failed at trading it properly, trailing it properly, and that's okay. That's what happened. I failed at trailing it properly. See something real quick. two, three. That was an accident. I need to fix this. That was an accident. One of my accounts, because I had such precision with that trade that one of my accounts, um, I didn't even realize it had such a big copy trader on it, and it actually executed the trade and brought me out of a crazy drawdown that I had. Crazy drawdown on one of those accounts. So it's like, bro, precision is occurring. Yep. Precision is occurring. Yep. That's precision in every shape and form. Trade so precise that even with the wrong lot size on the copy trader, it actually created unbelievable growth in that account. Right? Save that. We'll be back. We'll be back. We're gonna be back on it. We're gonna have to learn how to hold trades better, but it doesn't matter. Essentially, it never really matters because what matters is being consistent and closing profitable. That's what matters. I don't know if you understand that yet. It's not about, oh, you caught the whole move. Yeah, the whole move is there to catch. So most people who catch the whole move, they eventually give it all back, just depending on who they are as a trader. So you have to be different to even keep the whole move. You can't just be some regular Joe Schmo. You're going to end up giving back all those gains because you held just because you wanted to seek endless profit. Holding the whole move is only for very skilled individuals who know what their daily objectives are, know the type of accounts they're trading, know the potential of errors and things of that nature. So you've got to improve. It's just flat out that's it. You have to improve. You have to improve. Does that make sense? You have to improve. You have to be the one to improve. So look, where are we now? Right? We're nowhere near that 50% daily range, so I'm not looking for no type of buys. We already won this trade. It's not even 10, so I'm gonna wait till after 10 to see if there's a potential other entry. And then next trade, I don't even need a full five. I'll take two and a half potentially. So we're not in any kind of dismay or distress about any trades. We're following discipline. We're following risk management. We're trading the system. Simple. Levels. This levels could buy up. Not interested in it at this point. Just not. Like I said, going down, each level could be seen as a resistance potentially. So this could be seen as a resistance. It might shoot up, which I put here, right? But I did what I needed to do. Thank you. I did it perfectly. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Let me call my friend really quick. I'm gonna go on mute. I think I may take a break because I made my money following my plan. So I may just take a break and then come back a little bit later. Um, Obviously we can make more money. That's never, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, I don't want to make more money. I want to preserve the capital that I made. I want to lock in the green days and be grateful to have profitability. So part of that comes with taking a break to reflect and not getting too caught up on what everyone else does and how they do it and why they do it. I do it because I do it. I do it because I do it. I don't do it because other people do it. I do what I do because I do it. So You have to be able to discern whether you're going to do it or you're going to be a pretender who's doing it. And I'm trying to be the person who's actually doing it. So, just don't sleep. Don't sleep on consistency. Don't sleep on repetition. Don't sleep on being available. Don't sleep on consistency. I'm gonna measure how much money I potentially made already, and I'll probably end my day just based on that factor because I'm not here to even push it any further. That I don't know how to explain that to you guys. Like I'm not here to push it to the limit. I'm here to just make my profit and be content. All right. It's not easy, but somebody got to do it. It's not easy, but somebody got to do it. All right. Somebody has to do it, bro. What did I even do? That's what they don't understand. What I even did. What I did was I waited till market open, saw struggle at 8:30, began to sell, scaled in, right? Which was part of my trading plan. Now I've added on A plus trades, scale in. I should have probably scaled in more and held longer. But everything I said, resistance level, right? So price is using that as a resistance level potentially, right? Previous day high resistance. It didn't even hold there. So we may have a huge sell off, but I'm not going to be involved in that at this point. I'm going to be focused on looking over what I did, being grateful, and then that's it. That's all I have to do. You have to do what you have to do. I have to do what I have to do. I've studied for years. You think a 5 minute trade just happens overnight? That took years to master that conviction, right? So don't get it twisted to think, oh, he doesn't really do anything on his stream. Like yesterday, I sat there for over 3 hours before I took a trade, and I'm learning about being hesitant in certain times where I shouldn't be hesitant, especially when levels are presented. Once levels are presented, there's no reason for me to be hesitant because I know what I'm doing. I've done it. It's not the first time I've caught a trade where it keeps melting and I don't care. It's not the first, and it won't be the last. It won't be the last by any means. There's always going to be a trade which runs further, right? I have the ability, I have the skill set. I don't care. ICT said if you're not a seasoned trader, you shouldn't be trading today. He's right. I'm seasoned. Get it? You have to be a seasoned trader. I've been trading 8 plus years, trading full time for over 17 months now. It doesn't seem like a long time, but it's the time, right? That's the time. So the choice is yours, guys. You got to really just lock in and don't worry about what anyone else is doing. Flat out. Can't worry about what no one else is doing at this point. Because they're not doing it. They're not doing what you could be doing. They're not doing what I'm currently doing. They're doing what they feel like doing or they think is viable in this economy. And between me and you, shit ain't sweet. You feel me? It's not sweet. So you have to really just be a, a vessel to gain information and understand perspective and reasoning and just grow as a person every day consistently. But what I think I'll do for right now is I kind of want to log off and I'll probably come back a bit later. All right, bye bye.